Hey y'all, this is Marley K. Got a story for you that is just disrespectful and symbolic of this failed state we live in called America. One of our newly elected House of Representatives, Congressional Representative George Santos, flashes the white power symbol on the House floor as he votes for Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy. So I'm going to read this story to you. It comes from the Advocate magazine. This is Santos standing with Matt Gaetz, and I don't know who the other person is, but it doesn't even matter really at this point. All right. So instead of keeping a low profile after admitting to lying about significant portions of his biography, New York Republican Congressman-elect George Santos has put himself front and center in photos from the House floor of Representatives, including one in which he appears to flash a white power symbol. Let me tell you, it was not no appear. It was a white power symbol. And I don't know why these journalists can't get this shit right. Like, just say what it is. But they cannot do that when it's white people or people who are advocating for the interest of white people. On Thursday evening, the incoming lawmaker gestured as he stood to cast a vote for Kevin McCarthy in the 10th round of votes for Speaker of the House. Now, let me just say, this is a whole ass disrespect. Um, just we just look dysfunctional before the whole world because we can't even get ourselves together to vote for a Speaker of the House. Like, I'm all for democracy and everything, but like we're in war posture and we have civil uh, unrest in the House of Representatives, which is reflective of the rest of the country. And to me, this is a sign of, things to come. So if you're African American, you should be taking note, honey, and taking cover. Prepare to take care of your own self. Waiting to be called, the incoming lawmaker stood in the aisle of the House chamber, listening for his name to be called for the 10th time. Santos, the clerk called out, with his right hand raised and his left hand across his midsection. He made a sideways okay gesture by making his index finger and thumb meet. So this is that stupid symbol that they love doing. Y'all know who they is, those PC colored people, the clear people. And this is not an appear. It doesn't seem accidental. This is a very intentional posture made to demonstrate your allegiance to white supremacy. McCarthy, Santos said, revealing the gesture briefly as he waved his other hand before turning around, walking away, and moving both hands back down to his side. C-SPAN video of the incident shows that Santos had pre-positioned his hand along his body in an unusual way to create the gesture. Far-right extremists, mainly white supremacists, have co-opted the gesture to symbolize a W and P for white power, according to the Anti-Defamation League. The Southern Poverty Law Center also categorizes the gesture as a white power gesture, but explains that on the right, the gesture is often used to troll liberals. What does trolling liberals have to do with using the white power symbol? White power is very specific. It is an ideology. It has nothing to do with trolling anybody. It is saying we are the dominant society and this is what we believe. Our values are this: white interest first. I don't understand why whoever wrote this could not just leave it be. But anyway, it just goes to show how the dominant society will explain away white people's behavior. And in this case, white allies, white people with proximity to whiteness, people who can check a box and become white in an instant because it benefits them. Um, Anti-Blackness is a team sport. Anti-African Americanness is a team sport. And as we have seen over these last 2 years, a whole lot of people sign up to play the game. So for African Americans who are still believing in this political system, who believe in our government, your government is representing white people. Your government is representing white interest. These people are elected to go to Congress and act on the behalf of white people. They can blatantly display their secret symbols and alliances, and nothing happens to them. So let that sink in and get your lives together, Black people. We are all we got. We have no friends. There is no such thing as a Black and brown alliance. I said it and I am sticking to it. Now, I'm not saying there are not 3 or 9 or 12 good white people. And I'm not saying that there aren't some good brown people. But too many times people tend to overlook this dynamic of these brown people coming here and putting on white capes and stepping on the backs and necks of Black people. So I ain't got time to argue with people who are pretending at this late stage of this failed state that we still have friends and that these alliances are legitimate. These alliances waste our time, waste our energy, and we help other people climb over us to accrue power that they in turn take and use against us. So we don't have any friends, people. Y'all can keep voting if you want. You can keep believing in this system, but you better start calling out this stuff and making it clear that we don't tolerate it, because these people are about to bum rush African Americans. And in a couple of years, y'all going to see exactly what I'm talking about. But I just wanted to show you that our government is run by a second generation of degenerate people. And now we have people of color who have come here, probably first, second generation immigrants who have been elected to Congress. And now they are acting just like racist white people. We don't have no friends. We don't have any friends. Get it in your heads, African American Black people. We have no friends. Leave me your comments below. Don't forget to like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to my other channels on Odyssey and Rumble. And, it is what it is. We just got to prepare ourselves. And for those people who are still wanting to live in fantasy land, go ahead. But the chips are already stacked against us. And America has made sure they have indoctrinated the next generation of people who will hate us. They may be dying out, but they've replenished with plenty of brown people who are willing to be their foot soldiers. So get it in your spirits. All right, people, I'm out.